Well, it's time to move the baby chicks, which are not babies anymore. They're teenagers. But it's time to move them from their little home here to their big home back there. So I have found that this works best at night. So I like to get the chickens all together in their new coop with the lights off. So I'm actually gonna go in here. What's up, guys? So we'll turn the light off. Keep it dark. That way the chickens won't really see each other. It's also easier to catch them when they're all in the coop in the dark here. So we'll grab these guys. I don't know if I'll be able to do this and hold the camera. Oh, what's the worst that could happen? These are good-looking chickens. I want to keep them in the dark so they don't see each other right away, but they'll get used to each other overnight. And then in the morning, we'll let them out together and see how they do. So it looks like we did end up with 2 roosters out of 7 here. So we got 5 hens and 2 roosters. And then we already have a rooster in the other coop. So mixing roosters together does present some additional issues, which we'll see full well tomorrow what will happen. And that's why we keep it dark. They're all in here. But if I open this and let light in there, they're gonna see each other and they're gonna start fighting. So there's our established rooster, and he will see the other guys and start to fight. So we keep it closed, we keep it dark. So there are 2 Isa Brown hens in here and 1 Brahma rooster. And then all the new ones the 7 new ones I just put in there are also Brahmas, 2 young roosters and 5 hens. And the problem will be the roosters. They will need time to get used to each other. They establish a pecking order. It's just how they are. Let's see if I can. So he's gonna want to establish his pecking order. And he's gonna see all these new hens. He'll be excited about the new hens. He'll be fine with them. But the other 2 roosters, the younger roosters, he's gonna have a problem with. So it's good to put them together in the dark. Let them kind of sense each other's presence, but not really be able to see each other and chase each other around. Because see, oh, here are these 2. Hey, these are big chickens too, Brahmas. So we'll let them be until morning. And then in the morning, we'll let them out and let them get adjusted to each other in the wide open pasture out here. They've got room to run away from each other and they'll fight a little bit, but we'll see how they do in the morning. They're all a little freaked out still. So it'll take them a while to get used to the new place and getting used to their new buddies. Looks like she's laying an egg. That's good. Hey, there's a nesting box right over there. Usually for the first few nights, they'll probably make their way out here in a little while once they get comfortable. They're still probably a little afraid of him, but once they get out, they'll kind of find the feeder, they'll find the water, And they'll spread out here a little bit. It probably will be hard over the first few nights to get them in the coop, so I'll have to come out here, you know, later on this evening and find them. They'll probably all be huddled up next to the wall or something. They don't know what to do. We'll get them in the coop, but they'll figure it out and they'll get used to their new place. They got lots of room to scratch around out here. It's a nice little area for them. Oh, did you lay an egg? Okay, good job. Okay, everybody made it out here, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's one outside, which looks like one of the roosters. So, all right, I got him back in there, and as soon as I did, so this feeder has worked really well. I can put 4 bags of 50-pound bags, I put 200 pounds of feed in here, and then it just has the 4 little hoods, little feeding spots, and they reach right through the fence and eat out of that, and it works really well. We just got this rooster from, this is our dominant rooster, actually from the neighborhood group that the SSL Family Mom is part of. Somebody said they had found a rooster in their backyard. They were in a subdivision, and they tried to find a home for it and never could find out whose it was. So somebody may have dropped him off, and so we went over and picked him up and brought him home. He's a good looking, real friendly rooster. Probably the best rooster we've ever had. I'm coming down to his level in a way to tempt him to try to establish dominance with me, and it doesn't look like he has any intention of doing that. Sometimes they'll jump at you. That's when I like to grab them and put them down, but he's not. Big rooster though, probably a good, bet he's a good 9-10 pound rooster. Different chickens have different demeanors just by breed. These Brahmas seem to be pretty docile. This is the first time we've had these. The Browns are a Rhode Island cross, and they tend to be jerks. They're jerks to each other. They're jerks to new hens, and I highly recommend, if you have a lot of ISAs and you're going to be mixing in new breeds to an ISA flock, an ISA brown flock, that you have a rooster. Roosters will, at least one rooster for every 9 hens. They will actually help keep the peace between all your chickens. So roosters are extremely necessary, in my opinion, in every flock. He's gonna have to learn how to get along. This is part of the deal, man. Come here. Come here. You can take your head out of the, looks like your head's on the chopping block. Come here. Come here. No, come on. This is another nice, good-looking rooster. See this rooster? He's my friend. These guys are also just real nervous. They've never been around any outside chickens besides the ones they grew up with. The 7, the 6 other chickens that he has grown up with are the only ones he's ever really known. So meeting new family is always hard, isn't it? I think they'll be just fine. Well, the next test will be when we come back tonight. So we have a meeting this evening, and then we'll be back here right around dusk, right around when it's going to get dark. And so we'll see where these guys are at, if they found their way into the coop or not. Well, it sometimes takes a few nights, so to get them to make their way into the coop and get into that routine and know that that's their safe nighttime place, nice place to roost. So we'll see what happens tonight. I might need a little encouragement, but maybe they'll figure it out the first try. I don't know, I have my doubts. All right, let's see where they ended up out here. Well, if they're not in the coop, then that means they found a place far, far away. Oh. Yeah, they didn't get the memo. Let's see if any of them made it in. Two ISAs and one rooster. So the veterans made it in, but the newbies didn't. Is that much better? They're all friends. They'll learn. Get up on the roost. All right, night 2. Let's see where they're at. Did they find their way in? That's a no. Just the veterans and 3 eggs, not in a nest box. I built a really nice coop for you right upstairs. You should check it out. Well, we'll try again tomorrow. But the good sign is that none of them are bloody, none of them look like they've been picked on or beaten up or anything like that, and so that's a good sign. Okay, night 3. Nope. Oh gosh, you guys. All right, looks like the veterans are just starting to get in, and the amateurs are stuck underneath the chicken coop again. My thought is, if I can keep them out of here for a couple nights, that they'll start to see the light and follow the other ones in. So I'm gonna get them out of there, chase them out of there, and then I'm gonna put this foam board in front of this so they can't get back in, and that'll force them to kind of wander around out here. And then I'll just come check on them in like half an hour, see if they made it in. Hey, we want to go home. We want to go inside. I think they just, well, they knocked my headlight on the ground, and then they all just cuddled up next to the foam. Good job, chickens. Well, it has been a few more weeks, and I think I finally figured out the trick to getting them in there. There's 2 problems with the design of this coop. Is the height of the coop is quite a bit off the ground, and so the chickens, they can't see the light very well, and also this is a very thin little step to get up here, and I don't think they like it very much, especially when they're young. So I think I'll replace this with a wider one the next time I do this. But I ended up putting a fence across the opening to what was the goat shelter underneath here, because the chickens would just get under there every night and they'd feel safe. And after I put this fence up there and forced them to stay out here, a few nights they curled up next to the stone, but eventually, especially when it started getting colder, they found their way up into the coop, and now they're in a routine and they go up every night with no problem. Well, we got a little snow here since the last time I came out to show you guys the chickens, but so these are our Brahmas, and it's the first time I've had a good flock of these anyway, at least. We've had a lot of different kinds of chickens over the years, and these are my favorite. They've been laying fairly well through the winter. I wouldn't say I get every hen gives me an egg a day, but I would say pretty close, keeping the light on in there. They seem to be very tough. There's not been any issues, not any health issues, and they were very easy to raise. So tag along for more updates on the chickens. We'll be breeding them out. I've got some new incubators to try and other things that we'll be doing in the spring here to raise out the next generation of chickens. Let me know what your favorite kind of chicken breed is, if you've been raising them for years. I'd love to hear from you guys and share your knowledge down below with everyone else. Thumbs up on today's video. Thanks for tagging along. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.